English Tips for Teens 5 Most Common Writing Mistakes Students Make. Hello everyone, my name is Chris Dwyer and I'm a middle school teacher and writer living in Tanzania. I mark a lot of papers, and over the years I have noticed some consistencies in the mistakes students make. Today I'm going to share with you the most common mistakes that are made when writing an English class. Hopefully you can learn from them and avoid making them. Number 5 is spelling. Of course it is. When students have to write assignments by hand, like on exams, and the spell checker isn't there to light the way, the truth about their spelling is revealed. Sometimes students are normally good spellers, but without the computer there to remind them with that little red line, they tend to miss things. It can happen to anyone, but it can also make anyone look like they don't know how to spell very well. How do we fix it? Well, there's no quick fix for this one, but with some work, you can improve your spelling skills over time. You should certainly continue to use the spell check on your devices when you type, but pay attention to what the autocorrect tells you. Learn from the correction. Another thing you can do is remember the spelling of words that you know you have trouble with. The very best thing you can do to get better at spelling is read more often. Read whatever you want, but read. You will familiarize yourself with the conventions of language, and you'll get to learn some pretty great things in the process. Number 4 is punctuation. Good grief. This is an expansive one, but let's stick to the basics. Commas, periods, apostrophes, quotations, the list goes on and on. Year after year, it goes on. Most of the time, students know how to use these things, but they choose not to because they're writing like they're texting their friend when they're actually submitting work to their English teacher. The most important thing students can do is be aware that you need to actually use punctuation. That will help you find the obvious things like sentences that don't end and just kind of dangle without closure like an unfulfilled dream. Fulfill your dreams. Use punctuation. This is obviously a very broad topic and maybe I can cover more of it in future videos. Punctuation. You know it needs to be there. Use it. Number 3 is capitalization. I am saying this in caps. Capitals are used in the first letter of the first word of a sentence. They're also used for proper nouns. What? Proper nouns? Anything that is a name is a proper noun. Tanzania, Harold, YouTube, they're all names of something so they get a capital letter. Also worth noting is I. Year after year, students submit things that have these little I's when they are referring to themselves. Like they were too lazy to hit the shift button to use the capital I. Kids, when you're referring to yourself, use the capital I. Proper capital use is what gives your language dignity. Have dignity. Use capitals, but not all caps. It's never appropriate, Jeff. Number 2. I know I already touched on it, but this one really needs its own category. Commas. We've all seen the difference between let's eat, Grandma, versus
let's eat, Grandma.
Use commas. Try reading your work aloud to yourself. If the sentence seems to go on unnaturally long, it's because you're missing a comma. Listen. I went down to the mall to find my friend Molly, but Molly was at home watching grammar tutorials. There's a comma missing there. Can you hear it though? The sentence needs a break. But where? It was before the but. I went down to the mall to find my friend Molly, but Molly was at home planning her future in an industry that will punish her for not using commas properly. If it sounds like it needs a comma, it probably does. There's a lot more to commas than that, but students, work on knowing your commas. I could go on for days, but number 1. What is the number 1 mistake students make in their writing? Not editing their work, or not editing their work enough. You put so much care and effort into your assignments. Does that mean you just close the laptop and blast Eye of the Tiger?
No!
Go back and read what you wrote. You probably made mistakes because we all make mistakes. You know you worked hard on that assignment, so take the extra time to go back and read it again. Look for mistakes that you can fix. Teachers hate finding mistakes that they know you could have fixed yourself. Go back and read it again. Edit it. And when you're done, take a break. Go get a nice glass of water. Then come back and edit it again. If you're really clever, have a friend edit for you as well. Keep in mind that editing isn't just about finding missing punctuation or spelling mistakes. Editing is those things, plus looking at the overall content of the work. Did the person actually answer the question that was asked? Did they address the issues they were supposed to? Sometimes they miss the mark and a good editor will remind them of that. Just as important as good writing is good editing. Get the grade that you deserve. Edit. Well, that's 5 tips. If you found this helpful or you would like to learn more, be sure to hit the like button. Stay encouraged and don't give up. Bye.